Hi everybody, this is Tom with Culture Chap. So today I wanted to talk to you about more shows I think you should do that will sell tickets. This is my aim, is to get your theater to keep selling tickets while we have this sort of economic downtime, unluckiness. So Noise is Off. I know a lot of you will roll your eyes like, oh, it's been done. Yes, it's been done, but it's proved itself to be a big hit, a big seller. And I often hear people saying, we can't do Noise is Off because we don't have the headroom. Our theater is small. We can't build a two-story set. We don't have the money. We don't have the resources to do this show correctly. But I often look at those theaters, and after knowing them for a while, I'm like, but you do have the actors. All these actors are funny, so they can do anything. So I want to encourage you to think about Noise is Off for your theater. Just the name alone sells this play, okay? And make adjustments for what suits your theater. So I know I'm always talking about make the set, excuse me, hay fever in the winter. Make the set work for your theater. Now, just because it's a two-story in the script, in the movie, doesn't mean that's what you have to do. The concept, if you boil it down, is that the people downstairs are not seeing what's happening with the people upstairs. And what does that mean? They just don't see the people. That's the bottom line. So wherever the action is happening behind the person talking, who's the focus, and there's the ha-ha behind here, that could be anywhere, okay? What you need is a strong set and slamming doors. That's what you need, a strong set. Now, let's just say that your theater, your set, you have a low ceiling-ish, not enough for two-story, but you know, it's decent for a one-story set. Okay, great. And you have, let's say, 20 feet across. But you think like, oh, there's all these doors. Yeah, big deal. So if you look at the script, you can double up on some of the doors. There's the front door, there's the kitchen. That can just be off stage. There doesn't need to be a kitchen door. She keeps going back on and off stage. We never go to the kitchen. There's the bedrooms upstairs. Well, those doors can be much closer to each other on stage left, and everything else can be on stage right. Or you can just have the front door off stage if that works for you. And it's mostly the interior doors, and you hear a slam off stage. That's the front door. You know, they just come on and you hear a slam. That might work. I know it's not what you see in the script, and that's going to give you, you know, palpitations and make you nervous, but please don't. Make the script work for you. So the set does not have to be as amazing as you think. So what you need are doors, firm doors that you can slam, a strong set, and a good scenic painter. Okay? Everything else is costumes and acting and sardines prop. Also, I hear people say like, our actors, they can't do British accents. Well, do they have to? Or maybe they do bad British accents, and that's part of your humor. That's another layer of this show that isn't written into the script, but is part of your humor. The success of Noise is Off has happened in a lot of different places. I know that for my friends in South America, not my friends, but acquaintances I've talked to online that feel like friends, they just dispense with the accents. They just sort of crisp up their language in their own language. You know, they're doing it in Spanish or Portuguese. They crisp up their own language to sound a little more formal and then go back to the normal language when they're talking to each other. So no one's really trying to do an accent that is impossible to them. Your audiences will go with you if you just crisp up the language to sound like the British people in the series. And then the ones that don't need it, don't have it, okay? You can get through the script without doing that. The accents being perfect doesn't have to happen. You should try, of course, but if that's your stumbling block for the show that will sell, set, accents, these things really aren't a problem. Boil it down, distill it down. What do you need? You need actors that are funny, that can handle humor, that have good timing. It's all about the timing. You need smart people. Okay? The door slammy fun is all about timing. The almost missing that person coming in, that person going out is all about timing. Really. Start to watch the movie or watch other people's versions of the show if you can get a videotape, or just go to their show and be like, I have limitations. What can I do? What can I do? Maybe you're a great theater that pays your actors well, and I salute you, but nowadays you just can't afford that big of a set. Or you don't think it'll sell, so the run of the show, you normally do 2 months, so you're like, I need to have more shows this year, more variety, because that sells for my patrons. Then run it for a month, okay? See what works for you. Oh, it needs a lot of wigs. Does it? Does it? Examine that one too. Maybe you can get away with not doing it. Now, I don't mean do this halfway. I mean of the quality that you can get your hands on and the things you can do that. Make it a good show. Make it look good. You can do that on a inexpensive budget. I know I get a lot of comments like, oh, it needs this, it needs that. We don't have the money. You're always saying you can do things for cheap. You can do things for cheap. Recycle other people's sets, pull in things, pare it down. What does it need? It may need less than you think, okay? It's about good acting, hilarity, slamming doors, and that's really the core of it. And that's what you need to concentrate on, okay? And get your people together, get your team together. Your lighting person, your set designer, they have ideas. Say, we need to do this. We can't go crazy with the budget. We need to do this. We can't go crazy with extra stuff, extra this, extra that. Talk to your people you normally talk to that you don't always use for comedy. Do you do comedy? Are you good at timing? I believe you are. And let's have some little tests. They don't feel like tests, and you shouldn't call them tests, but let's try it. Can you pick up the pace? Can you answer right away? Pop, 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 back and forth the lines. Can you do this and that? Can you run around? Are you okay with this? Are you okay with that? Check with people. Often we're hiring actors that are really, really good, but we don't check with them on physical problems. Can you run around? I know that sounds silly, but sometimes people get themselves so hyped, or they are recovering from an injury and they think the part they're going for is less action than they think, and or they're getting over a twisted ankle or anything else, or they have arthritis or any of these things. And run the gamut in ages, please. Don't all get the same ages. Run the gamut, choose your popular people, find out how to do this for you. All right, it's an excellent show. I want you to have shows that sell out like crazy. Noise is off. It always works. It's just proven itself time and time again. All right, that's enough for now. Please subscribe, and we'll talk again. Bye.